That's right.
Welcome to The Know. I'm Ryan Haywood.
I'm Mica Burton.
It must be just another Thursday because YouTubers are in mass panic. This time about some seemingly big changes to the platform that YouTube is not being honest about.
A number of YouTube's biggest creators are jumping on the topic this week, reporting a loss in subscribers, views, and some rather alarming bugs that keep viewers from resubbing to their favorite channels. Now everybody's spinning up headlines about YouTube lying and conspiracy theories about the algorithm and aliens. Probably not aliens.
That really took a turn there.
I usually when conspiracy theories happen, aliens are right behind it.
Wait, where's my tinfoil hat?
And so that always leads to crazy witchcraft to stay at the top of the heap. And even worse, fears that YouTube is going to pull the rug out from everybody. And oh no, we're YouTube.
I work there, yes. That's unfortunate for me.
That is terrifying.
There's a whole lot of anecdotal reporting going on out there, so we're mainly going to talk about what's being said and why people are saying it. Plus, we'll offer some of our own anecdotal experiences as well, and you can do whatever you want with all of this, like shouting at you from your computer screen.
This conversation about views and subscribers being a little wonky recently has actually been going on for the last couple of months, but it came to a head this week thanks to a new video from H3H3 Productions. In that video, Ethan talked about a recent message he'd received from PewDiePie, saying that YouTube had unsubscribed him from the channel despite regularly watching content.
The unsubscribe bug returns.
Oh no!
It's always a bug, not people don't like us, right?
No, it's a bug. Yeah, okay. No, there's no way people are unsubscribing from us.
Right, please love us.
We're flawless.
The video also touches on creators losing more subscribers than usual recently, with others saying they're experiencing the same thing. The theory presented is that the YouTube channels blowing up recently tend to be those pumping out for more engagement, comments, and likes, leading to speculation that YouTube might have updated their algorithm to start favoring engagement, which, to be fair, is something that they've talked about a lot.
Now, others have added their own voices into the discussion as well, like Jacksepticeye, who said he's seen losses of 30 to 40% on his numbers, and our buddy Boogie2988 put his 2 cents in as well, along with quite a few more, all talking about the danger of these changes possibly leading to crappy tactics in order to gain engagement. Things like giveaways or videos focused on begging for likes rather than worthwhile content, like Ryan pushing his boobs together.
Please like me. These conversations have prompted content creators and fans to share their thoughts on Twitter as well. Some have even posted video evidence that they couldn't resubscribe to their favorite channels once unsubscribed, which is a bit worse from one of YouTube's normal purges.
Now, it's important to note that there's not a ton of proof for any of these claims, save for every creator's own personal experiences. We don't know for a fact that this has happened across the board with YouTube, especially since most of these creators are making speculations and citing each other for evidence, so it's just one giant snake eating its own tail.
It's also important to note that this is nothing new when it comes to YouTube. They're constantly changing their algorithm in order to improve the end experience, which works out well for YouTube and sometimes the user, but not really always for content creators.
And like anybody else, all we can do is talk about what's happened with us. Over the last couple of months, our views have fluctuated the way they always do, but our channel works a bit different since we're subject to the news that's available, and these things are sometimes seasonal.
However, we've definitely noticed a change in the way people view the Know's content. Previously, our views tended to be front-loaded, huge numbers in the first few hours, and dropping off after that. By about day 3, we could have deleted the video and it really wouldn't have made much of a difference in whether or not it gained any more views. But now we're noticing a much longer tail. Videos don't go crazy right out of the gate, but they gain way more steam over time than they did ever before.
They come for the news and they stay for the Ryan tits. Always coming back to that. But because YouTube doesn't give us a ton of data, it's hard to tell if this is just a change in how viewers interact with our content or if there's an underlying algorithm adjustment affecting how people find our videos. So, all we can ever do when a change hits is make educated guesses and keep on trucking.
Which isn't always an option available to creators. In the past, some of these changes have been more sweeping than others, completely shifting priorities for monetization. Back in 2012, for instance, YouTube pivoted to focusing on watch time over views.
There were a lot of reasons for that, but on record, YouTube has said it's mostly had to do with serving users content that makes sense. What they were dealing with a lot before was people watching a lot of videos, but not for very long, indicating to YouTube that viewers weren't being served in the right content. What would be better from YouTube's perspective was a user who watched more content that they cared about for longer over just general views.
Just clicking through, yeah. After the change, they saw the average watch time jump from 1 minute to 4 minutes in just a couple of months, even though it cost them in overall views. It's a metric that makes kind of sense if you think about it, but it also had a side effect of hitting particular types of content very hard. namely animated shows. Animation tends to be very high effort, but also very short, which didn't work well with YouTube's new focus.
On the plus side, it cut down on a lot of garbage reply girl videos with people exploiting the system to get more clicks by simply responding to popular videos. The problem for most creators is that YouTube doesn't tend to announce these changes, which is shitty for people who get thrown under the bus by them.
Yeah, so the big issue here, aside from people's livelihoods, is one of transparency. That'd be, well, yeah, aside from livelihood. Like, they didn't, come on.
Whatever.
You don't need to eat. You
People's
could go
livelihood.
do other things, probably. You got lots of skills.
YouTube,
I imagine. But there is an argument, at least from YouTube's point of view, for them to not communicate why and when they're updating the platform. For one, they don't want to advertise how the system works completely because they don't want people to be able to game it. And, well, and two, because they know people are going to flip out.
That one mostly, yeah.
That's kind of a thing.
If YouTube has decided that certain adjustments are more important to their vision for the platform and their ability to make money from it, then certain types of content, there's sort of a self-preserving reason for them not to open themselves up to that kind of scrutiny. To be clear, we're not arguing for that point of view here, we're just stating why it might be the case.
But the problem is when things like this week start happening, when we can see possible evidence of sweeping changes but no way to figure out what's going on. The valid concern from a lot of these creators is that if you don't start gaming the system, you're going to get left behind. And that's one area where some transparency from YouTube could work wonders.
Let's face it, YouTubers don't want to live in boxes. Frankly, it's never fun to be at the mercy of an enormous, uncaring platform, which is why many, us included, take measures to ensure we're not only relying on one particular business model. It's why we have sponsored reads from advertisers that we put in some of our videos. Those sponsored reads help balance things out when CPMs are unreliable and give us something to lean on in the event that YouTube decides, fuck it! We're replacing videos with animated GIFs. Get fucked, YouTubers. You don't have a career anymore.
And all cats. It's just cats.
Cats eating
Kit Kats. Unwrapping videos. Those are big.
it.
Toy channels right now?
Yeah.
Forget it. I'm just going to start a Vivo where we unwrap toys.
I am so here for this. Future of YouTube, guys.
There we go. And that's something they could totally do and would do if it somehow meant a more viable platform for them long term. But at some point, you have to wonder if YouTube's ever-shifting model will eventually lead to the one thing that would really tank everything, losing their biggest content creators.
As much as YouTube can do whatever they want, they also need to recognize that at some point, content creators will seek out a different platform if they feel they have to. And if the tech industry has taught us anything, it's that nobody stays on top forever.
Essentially, they're creating the demand for a competitor if they continue to game it too much. So what does this mean for you and your favorite content creators right now? Well, Boogie has some of the best advice in his video. Keep watching your favorite content, engaging with it, and make sure to like and subscribe to show your support. Because at the end of the day, that is what is going to help creators you love the most.
What do you guys think of the recent commotion over potential YouTube algorithm changes? Let us know in the comments.
And for future updates on YouTube and your favorite, creators like maybe us, you could like this video and subscribe to the No Please. I'll do this if you need it.
We need money.
Hey,
Ryan has kids. Ryan needs to feed his kids.
They
Ryan
gotta
needs
go to
feed his
college so they
kids.
don't have to do this.
Get it! Flaunt it! Like,
Where's my pole?
work it!
Oh my god.